We're talking wrestling, living the dream. From Tokyo to London, across the globe, respecting the craft, we're in the know. No gimmicks or fakes, just pure passion and skill. The best talents from every wrestling hill. We dive deep into the stories behind the ring. Respecting the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft. Respect the crowd, respect the fight. We bring the best, we can't hide. Respect the crowd. To the stories behind the ring. Respect the crowd, making the fans sing. Respect the crowd, respect the fight. We bring the best.
And what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 304, and I'm going to be joined today by a very special guest that usually, when it comes to the workplace, you don't want to talk to the HR department. That usually means, a lot of things have gone wrong. And after this weekend, after the events of Saturday, I had to bring the HR department because who better than to talk about the chaos and everything that ensued at guerrilla warfare than to talk to my good brother right here, Marlon. What's going on, man? Good afternoon. How are you? How's everything?
What's up? What's up, Ray? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Technicalities, we all good. We all good, brother. How you been?
It's all good, man. They didn't want us to talk today. Again, no one wants to see the HR department. They're like, no, when HR comes, it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of things. But no, I'm glad we can do this discussion here. We got the boss man in the chat already. What's going on? Billy, what's going on, brother? But
Mr. Fetsky, how you doing?
But Marlon, before I get into everything that I want to discuss with you, because we have a lot, like I said, we're going to break down the situations that happened Saturday. We have to talk about this right here. And that is, you heard the name of the podcast. It's called Respect the Craft. So for you, when you hear that term, the craft, what does that mean to you?
Craft meaning just the whole industry itself, from the fans to ring crew to the guys that get us water. You know, everybody. Respect the whole industry. Respect the brotherhood. Just return to the brotherhood. I used to do a hashtag about that. Sometimes we've drifted away from that as an industry. So respect the craft seems to go right with the brotherhood. Return to the brotherhood and just push the whole industry forward.
Got you. Love it right there. Here we go. We got Nettie in the chat as well. What's going on? Shout out to her. Doing amazing work this weekend as well. Love to see it.
Yes.
But
She's
like
killing
I said, we're in this. We're in post guerrilla warfare here. We're at this. There's a little bit of a recap of what was. We said it. We promoted it as the night the Titans will go to war, and war is what we. So let's start from the top here, Marlon. Let's go from the beginning of the night where we saw the grueling TCW middleweight championship match. That was an I Quit match, and it was a turmoil because anyone that especially has grown up in the NYC way and grown up in the when you see a belt, it just brings back some bad memories. And
yeah.
Seeing this match was I said it on commentary. It was going to be a grudge match. This wasn't going to be your ordinary championship match here. This is going to be something. But talk us through your thoughts.
it reached unsettling levels. I'll say that. It got real awkward real quick, and I'm not talking about no Diddy stuff, but just man, the pain that was being released by these two warriors, these two titans,
Yeah.
unmatched across the tri-state, possibly the industry, at least independently. They
No,
went to
definitely
town.
so. Definitely so. What's going on? We got beating the odds in the chat right here. What's going on? What's going
What
on?
up? What up, Stu?
But seeing that, it was one thing. Seeing the match, it's like, okay, we're seeing what these two are gonna do, but then to see what happens after, seeing how the match ends, and having to see, unfortunately, Jay Outcast just suffer the wrath of one Aaron Roxas, who again,
Yeah.
the Devout does some very questionable things. And it's yeah, we almost saw Jay Outcast no longer be Jay Outcast if Jocko finally didn't say that phrase, I quit, on
Yeah.
Saturday.
What an emotional roller coaster that whole match was.
And
Emotional roller coaster. A lot of paperwork today for that one too, by the way.
I can imagine,
Jeez.
because that's an HR nightmare right there, what we almost saw on Saturday.
Yeah.
But then we go into this. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be at Titan. You have to come to every show, because then the unthinkable happened. And I'm saying it on commentary. I'm still questioning why Jocko would act a certain way. Why is he yelling at one of his brothers, at one of his best friends? And then he does the unthinkable and takes Jerry's head off.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
it was
Whole,
it broke my heart to see something like that.
yeah. Yeah. The crowd was definitely disappointed, depressed about it. Like, if you ever heard the term taking the air out of a building, boy, did that. And that was the first match.
That's how we began the night. That is how it all started. Seeing then PJ Savage have to make his way to try to break this up. And again, you can see he's concerned. These are two guys that he knows as close as brothers. These three went up and down the roads together. And to see that now have to affect him. And he has a match later on in the night that we're going to be talking about.
Now, and
Like,
one thing that people don't remember is Mac has been addressing this, at least specifically with HR, for months. He actually put it in a promo at one point, which we didn't need that, but it's okay. He's the general manager, and he just expressed to PJ like, "Are you going to talk to these two?" And PJ basically kind of just said he'll step in when he needs to step in. No judgment here, but it may have been a couple spots late because you saw what we got.
agreed. Again, it's one of those moments that I hate to see. And again, I sat down with my broadcast partner, Harry Turjani, and he's like, "Oh, families fight." I'm like, no one wants to see this, though. No one
No.
to this level, to this magnitude, that it's like, I even said it on commentary. The phrase goes, "Am I my brother's keeper?" I think we're going to find that out when we talk about Savage Intentions in a little bit.
Yes,
But
definitely.
to go to the chat here, we got Blocks in the building. What's going on, Blocks? We got a lot to talk to you about, you Blocks. So if you want, let me know. We can send you the link as well, because you have some splaining to do, my friend. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
That's a lot of.
I also, just to say, I was about to send my own HR report, because I was just trying to do my job and Blocks was yelling at me. I was
Not
just trying to
another,
do my job.
not another report, please.
We got Lewis in the
I
chat.
I ain't slept yet. Come on, man. There's only so many. Cup of
Daddy
coffee,
saying
man.
it there. It was a wild night. It definitely was. And that was just how the show started.
Yeah, match one.
That was just match one right there.
Match one. I'm out of Newports already. It was. I was like, dude, this is unbelievable.
But from there, we're trying to recover from that. We're trying to get settled on commentary, because again, it took the air out of us just seeing that. And then
Yeah.
we go into a huge showcase match right here with the Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan and everyone's favorite teacher, Mr. James, who still hasn't given me a good noodle, though. I want that star, man. I thought I did a good job. Still haven't gotten a star. Still waiting, Mr. James. Still waiting.
Now you're gonna have to give me a little. I'm gonna lean on you a little bit this match, because by this time my phone was going off about the first match.
I
I didn't even get to catch a lot of footage of this because, man, you see, this got me shaking. Go ahead, man. This is crazy.
So this matchup right here was definitely one when if you weren't there in person, please make sure when Titan puts out the full event, make sure you are watching this showcase match because this was insane to see. We knew what Donovan was coming in with. We heard his comments after Seaside Showdown 2. He was not very pleased. He thought he was cheated out of his opportunity for Mount Olympus to be that final entrant and looking to prove something to Face and to the Titan locker room. So he was showing us a different side of that Brooklyn Outlaw, a different side of what we saw months ago when he was in the main event against one PJ Savage. But Mr. James, though, no slouch. Great competitor in there, has been proving why he's taken Justin Bon Jovi under his wing and has been doing some things to really inspire our Titan Nation as well. But unfortunately for Mr. James, few tactics in the book of the Brooklyn Outlaw, proving why he's a veteran of the game. He isn't any newcomer to this, and especially to this industry. So Donovan picking up the win here, a much needed win, trying to get that momentum back in Titan Championship Wrestling.
I appreciate it. I know I can't pick sides at HR, but I am a fan of Mr. Donovan's. You know, you got to have a little spice to you, man. And I can't argue the results. Could be a little nicer to the kids, though.
Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Well, I think, again, when
dap one of them up. Damn, dog.
When you're called the Brooklyn Outlaw, it makes sense, though. Like, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from the same part he's hailing from.
Okay.
It's a little rough out here. It's a little rough. Sometimes it's just, you got to do what you got to do. But again, I couldn't agree with the tactics. I couldn't agree with raking the eyes. I thought, again, they were having a great match till we get to that point where we're moments away. Mr. James had him. He had him in the class dismissed. His finishing maneuver and the eye rake.
Results. Results are results. You got to live in the real world, man. If you don't adjust to correctives, you do have to be coached out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's how it works over at HR.
Understood. And here we go. We got our current TCW lightweight champion in the chat as well. What's going on? Andre Paulino. He had a hell of a match. We're going to be talking about that because that was one of those that even for that first half, that was our real first half main event right there. So we're definitely going to talk about that in a little bit. So everyone's showing out here. Everyone's showing out. They're trying to make sure they're in good graces with HR. I see it. Everyone's trying to make sure they're in good graces. No one wants that report.
I always tell people, man, act normal when I'm around. I'll be able to tell if you're on that fluky stuff. You know what I mean? Don't be okie dokie with it. Everybody's good. This is what people don't understand about HR. I am powerless until you fuck up. So all you gotta do is not fuck up.
There you go.
It's so simple. So I'm cool with just sitting in the office all day.
Got you. There you go.
Shout out to Billy.
So as we continue here, though, we got to talk about another great showcase match here as it featured once known as the real Jack Martins, now the real talent Jack Martins, going head to head with the superstar striker Robbie Romero. And again, I am brought to Titan as a broadcaster, as a journalist, to do my job from the commentary desk. That is also what I thought my broadcast partner, Harry Turjanian, was brought to Titan to do. And now he's a talent agent?
It's the thing, Ray. When opportunity comes, some of us got to take each and every one of them. I can't knock Harry for it. He saw an opportunity and he took advantage of it. You know, he's definitely has the experience. Titans definitely has the talent. So why not, market a little bit while you're here? I can't knock it. I love the marketing. I love it.
I guess, but again, we are brought for this.
It's like Russell Crowe. It's a beautiful mind.
I get it. I get it. Again, I'm just to see what he did here, and then it looks like he's already gotten to the mind of Jack Martins because now we saw a different side of Jack Martins here. We saw a different side of what he did in that ring and just a grueling battle with Robbie Romero that unfortunately never saw Jack leave his feet.
Yeah. Jack's a great talent. I spoke to him my first show back, and he jumped off the page, man, because the promo he cut, I looked at it a lot. I look at a lot of social medias, and I'm like, okay, this seems like a cool kid. I meet him, dude's buff Fabio. I'm like, dude, what? Don't I want to see no more promos with you in a shirt? Pause. You're too big to be being in a shirt, bro. You're making us all look bad. But with that being said, show it off a little bit. And I'm glad to see you kind of running with it. Harry, though, I don't like how you put that on Harry, man. Harry's not getting into these people's mind. Again, this is simple business. Simple business, man. Business opportunities.
Okay,
It,
so
it's no not
I'm
there's
guessing
nothing wrong with getting the commentary.
you're
I
enjoying
enjoy
this.
I enjoy any type of business that's going
Okay,
on. I love the numbers.
okay.
I don't see how that's a bad thing. I don't think he's seeping or changing anybody's mindset. A lot of us, man, we just simply offer opportunities and like to see people win. And if I can win financially too, hey, why not?
Understood. Again, from my side of things, that is not how I'm seeing it as much. But again, I try to be as unbiased and neutral because again, I want to be equal for all members of our Titan roster there.
Yeah,
Harry,
very good.
not so much. Again, we'll see how that also played a factor later on um at Guerrilla Warfare. But again, I get it. He's offering a chance at victory for only 10%.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that doesn't
10%? Are you serious? That's less than the government.
still sounds shady to me, but again, I digress. We got Blocks saying, okay. Well, the link was sent Blocks, but if you want, we will set something up in the future because he says this is Marlon Dinkins' time to shine. I'm not going to ruin the shine by bringing up nonsense, brother battles. You want the full scoop? Have your people reach out to my people, and my people's right now and on, so he can set that up. Okay, okay.
Like it. I like
So
it.
we definitely will set something up so we can get the real scoop. Because again, like I said, when we'll get to his match. We'll get to his match so that way we can talk about that. Because like I said, I was just
That's
trying to
a
do my
that's a
job.
HR headache.
Yeah, I was
God,
just trying to do my
I
job.
thought it was over, but more shit. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a lot that
Mm,
went on. But
where's my
from
cigarettes?
one situation to the next, we had the Mob Fi TV American Championship on the line, featuring Devout's own Dr. Sleep Anthony Gangone defending against the Polish powerhouse himself, Ken Powers, representing social influence here. And just from the get go, from the start, we already had an issue because Blocks and Frankie Picard decided to come out and take out TKO. Oh, my correction, my correction. Frankie Picard decided to come out and take out TKO because it doesn't seem like Blocks was
Allegedly.
too keen on the idea.
Allegedly.
I,
Allegedly.
what do you mean allegedly? I saw it with my two eyes. I was
Reports
right
haven't been
there.
filed yet. Reports haven't been filed yet. Let's give we're still in America.
Oh, okay,
You know what
okay,
I mean? I'm corporate. I gotta keep it funky.
uh, okay.
Reports are still being filed. But yes, I was there. And I'm not gonna tell you to not believe your eyes. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I can't speak on it yet, but come on
okay,
now. You know
okay.
what I'm looking at. Come on now, man. You know, man. Okay, go ahead, Ray.
So yeah, so that occurs. That occurs. So that's already one HR nightmare. But then we get to the match, which was a great match. Though I give it to Dr. Sleep, even though again he's someone I call my mentor. As much as I'm supposed to be unbiased, he's my mentor, one of my best friends, someone I look up to. But this side of him is someone I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. Like we said, we have our friends, we have people we trust, but then they do some questionable things, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that part.
But
That
okay,
part.
so we're gonna ask the man himself here because he decided to join us.
Hey,
Blocks, what happened, man? What happened
what
during
the
that
fuck?
title match? Why'd y'all come out there?
Are we talking about
Hold
the
on.
whole?
Before you state anything, Blocks, understand I got a little conflict of interest going on right now. Y'all set me up for failure right here. So I'm gonna keep my comments to a minimum, Mr. First Athlete of Beating the Odds and Ambassador, but I know how you gonna do. Speak your truth.
Were we talking about the push?
So this is the during the Mob Fight TV American Championship. Again, I'm saying it was just on Frankie's accord. I'm not sure if you were in
So
on wanting to
so
attack TKO. Just saying.
we're gonna get down to that. I was in the back actually getting ready,
Okay.
warming up for our match. We had a match coming up against the Audacity later on that night.
Yep.
When I turn around, Frankie is nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, I hear blocks. Frankie's out there with TKO. What do you mean Frankie's out there with TKO? We was just here getting ready. As soon as I walk out from the curtain, I see him literally beating the hell out of TKO. Now, had I known about it, would I have been involved in it? Possibly, possibly not. I mean, we had a big title match against Audacity later on that night, so my focus was solely lying on the Audacity and retaining our titles. Something that lately Frankie Picard seems to have forgotten, that we are the tag team champions. He's been making decisions for himself time and time again on behalf of the Deadly Sins. And I understand. I get it. You want to be that top dog. I understand. But we're a brotherhood. Just like what he did to Adam Arsenal, I didn't agree with. But I stick by my brother, because in the beginning, me and Frankie Picard started this, knew the bigger picture for everything. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But now I see what he's doing to TKO, so I try to stop him to get into his mind. Hey, we have a title match. Get your mind in the game. Who cares about social influence? We've already beaten them 6 times. We have their number. Why are you still worried about them? So I get him to the back. We have a little bit of an argument. As you can tell, it led over into the match. I mean, if you want to get into that,
now that we have you here, we'll come back to the title match. Let's go to that tag team championship match, because even when I was calling, I started questioning it before you guys even rang the first bell, and led to, which, like I said, might be a little bit of an HR issue, because I was just doing my job, man. Why you had to yell at me? I'm doing my job on the commentary desk, and I hear you yelling. I'm like, I'm just doing my job.
And I agree, and I'll be the first to tell you that, with everything going on lately, with everybody questioning, what's all this dysfunction in the Deadly Sins, and are the Deadly Sins okay? Are the Deadly Sins going to survive? What's going on? Are Blocks and Frankie on the same page? In my book, we were on the same page, and to hear you saying that at commentary was just like all the other people for weeks and weeks on social media talking about, are we a dysfunction? Are we going to break up? Is Frankie Picard going to attack Blocks? Is Blocks and the Deadly Sins over with? What is going on? It got to me. And for that, I became a little unprofessional. So I will apologize to you, Ray. You're my man. But, things get to you at times. And sometimes, instead of biting your tongue and being the bigger man, you let off and I had one of those mistakes. So, the match proceeded. And I mean, I'm sure you're going to ask me more about what happened during the match.
Well, I do have to, because this is the reason why I was saying it on commentary. We saw the looks you two were giving each other. We saw the moments of just allowing one another to get double teamed in a sense, and just
what was up with that? What is up with the sabotage between y'all two? We gotta have a corporate type conversation, because y'all are getting. Frankie's been spicy a lot lately. What's going on?
To that,
do we need to separate you guys?
Frankie's been, like I said before, Frankie's been making all the decisions, or so he thinks, for the Deadly Sins. He's been literally time and time again self-sabotaging not only himself but the Deadly Sins. He wanted PJ Savage for a title match. He didn't give a shit about PJ Savage's titles. He wanted to end PJ Savage. He is obsessed with ending the Savage era. And I understand it. I mean, the Deadly Sins were literally the hottest thing in Titan for over a year. And comes a new era, and it kind of overlaps it just a little bit. And Frankie didn't want to have none of it. We could have went over it a different way as a team. But he decided to stick up and do it for himself. Take Adam Arsenal out the picture. Take myself out the picture. Put it all about Frankie Picard. Now, his pride has gotten in the way of him many times. And being his right-hand man, I've been able to hold that to the bare minimum. But as of late, he's been so obsessed with PJ that he's been sabotaging not only Adam Arsenal, who's no longer anywhere to be found. He doesn't answer a call. He doesn't answer text. Now I have no communication with Adam Arsenal, but now Frankie Picard doesn't answer my text. My tag team partner, my brother, he's not answering me to find out why he pushed me in the match, why he is all of a sudden trying to make it seem like I'm not good enough for him. So there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. I'm hoping to get in contact with Frankie and hash this out before our next show, because I'm sure we're gonna have a match. So the quicker we can handle this and hash this out, the better it is for the Deadly Sins, because the Deadly Sins, like I said, to me, we're good, we're fine. Got a little miscommunication, but it's easy fix.
I hope so, because again, the ending of that match, it started to look like the end for you guys. It looked like we might have seen the Audacity become new tag team champions with how the Ascension was playing, but then we saw Social Influence repay the favor from earlier in the night. And
I will say this. Despite the dysfunction between me and Frankie Picard, we are the longest reigning tag team champions for a reason. Correct. We started this as enemies hating each other to coming into a brotherhood. Now we've been unstoppable for the past almost year as tag team champions. We're going to keep defending these titles day in and day out, no matter what's going on. Every family has dysfunction. Every family doesn't get along all the time. It comes to a simple matter of, let us sit down, hash it out, we'll talk it out, and we'll be fine. Me and Frankie Picard always have the same picture in hand. You've seen every single Deadly Sin member that's been a part of the Deadly Sins. Where are they now? They're long gone, because they had no vision the way me and Frankie Picard had it. It was all selfishness. And I thought Frankie Picard was past that. But it's, again, something that me and him is going to have to talk about privately. Marlon will be more in on that, as pretty much my guy. I mean, we talk beating the odds, it puts him in a predicament, because not only am I the ambassador for beating the odds, but, he also has his own power that he has to deal with in Titan, and he can't get in between, the guy who's the face of one of the faces of beating the odds and business with Titan. So he is left in a difficult position, but I believe he is the right man for this position. Gotcha. So we'll hash it out. We'll get this together.
Got you. That's what we're hoping. Again, as we're on the road to Savage Intentions here, I hope you guys can work on that, get on the same page, because I can imagine those tag team titles will be on the line, especially as the championship reign continues. But Blocks, we're going to let you go. Thank you again for joining us here, brother. We'll definitely set up a one-on-one, because I definitely want to get deeper into all the issues you guys have been having and give you your respective time as well to just say your side of things, Ben. So we'll definitely be in touch.
Appreciate you guys for having me on, for letting me able to talk. And before I leave, I would like to say one last thing. Frankie, if you can hear me, because you ain't picking up my calls, you're not answering my texts, hit me up and let's talk. You put your hands on me, and I told you if you ever did that, it was going to be a problem. So before it becomes that problem, let's talk about it.
There you go. Peace, thank you again, Blocks. See you, brother. Well then, sounds like a lot of problems in your household over there, Marlon. Yeah.
This is it's disappointing. It's upsetting. We're gonna take care of it, But family fight.
They definitely do. They definitely do. Before we continue with the chaos,
I'm not really digging the threat there by Blocks.
Yeah, that was a little
kind of hard to ignore in the corporate side, but all right.
Definitely. We got Billy in the chat here saying he's still watching, not too happy with everything that I guess was said as well. We got Richie Ruiz in the chat. What's going on, Richie? Saying Marlon's still around. Yeah, he is. He's busy in the office though. He's been a busy man. This is why you don't see Marlon as often on camera like this, because he has to deal with the chaos like what just happened on Saturday that we're diving into here. PJ Savage apparently in the chat as well.
Champ, how you doing, Mr. Savage?
Oh, we got Just Saying in the chat here. What's going on, Just? What's going on?
Just, what up, Just?
Josh Alba in the chat. What's going on, brother? Saying, fun fact, me and Blocks went to school together. Oh, man, there you go.
Wow. There you
so
go.
You know
Pop-up video.
You know how situations can be with Blocks. You know how situations can be. But now let's get back to it. We were talking about, again, that championship match, that Mob Fight TV American Championship. We get into the beginnings of it. Like I said, someone I look up to as a mentor. Andre telling me I look up to a maniac. Possibly.
It's possible.
But
what is normal? You know what I mean? But
again, I question certain things because even when I saw it Saturday, when he
Here's the thing,
puts
right?
on his smile, his new face, if you will,
Yeah.
it creates another side. It brings this animalistic mindset of my mentor. And unfortunately, that paid dividend for the Polish powerhouse, Ken Powers, who, again, he was moments away at multiple occasions of almost becoming a two-time Mob Fight TV American champion.
Impressive outing by Powers. Really showed his power. Um, I was impressed. I was very impressed. I've never seen him by himself solo. So, to put on that type of show, going up against basically a walking legend and Anthony Gangone on the independent scene, it was impressive. I'm still trying to figure out if not to say I would write or do a corrective on Mr. Gangone because his behavior seems to be in line when he's in line mentally. Like, do I write one or two coaching correctives on that? Is it one write up or two? I mean,
see,
two probably a low ball number too.
see, the thing is, again,
I
it
mean, just because
seems like
Doctor
at
Sleep's
one
crazy
moment,
doesn't mean it don't get deeper.
again, I'm not
Yeah,
going to say
I'm
anything
passing that.
because I would like to
I
stay.
got it. I'm passing that. I'm passing that off to Billy. That's one of those things you get it on your desk at 4:55 on Friday. Nah, bro, I ain't touching that, bro. I'm walking out. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
pretend like
is.
I ain't see it, and I'll take the coaching from Billy. That's okay. Because I seen what he did to Blaine, bro. No, I'm good. Everybody wants
I
to be
was going to
involved until they're
comment.
involved. I'm good.
Now that we're here, I did see a post you did a while back talking about
Uh-oh.
how journalists have had a little bit of an issue. One, John Blaine, yourself, friend of the show, Rob
I've had a lot of
Williams.
them.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, man.
hey,
I mean, I think we need to get some sort of insurance, security, something,
hey,
because
all
this is
I'm
getting out of
saying
hand.
is this.
I saw a
This is
pattern
why
developing. I don't know about you.
I'm just saying this is why I stay as neutral as possible, and I know what to say in
Yeah,
my booth. I
yeah.
haven't been attacked.
I have that problem.
Luckily,
I'm not good at that. That's why they put me in the office. I'm not very good at
see,
that.
this is
I
why
talk too much.
I respect the craft, man. I make sure so that way no
There
one
you
can
go.
have issues with me
Mm,
from the words that I say on the commentary desk. I feel like someone's gonna get
yeah.
offended eventually, though. So
At
my
Titan, I'm
time might be
sure.
coming. My time might be coming. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this match, though, unfortunately, again, that trend of broadcasters unfortunately feeling the wrath continued as he said it. He said it on social media. It was coming, and Dr. Sleep got his hands on Samira there. And he's my mentor. He's someone I look up to, but I can't say I wasn't disgusted to see the act of what Dr. Sleep did this past weekend to a fellow broadcaster. She is not a trained competitor. She is not a wrestler. She is part of our Titan roster, but as a broadcast journalist. So to see that, again, more paperwork for you, Marlon, huh?
Yeah. I wanna definitely apologize to Samiri from corporate offices. I know she probably hasn't heard anything back. I have seen the emails. I'm off today. I have seen the emails though. Okay. We're going to find a way to take care of it. I know that doesn't sound the greatest of the words that came out right there, but we're going to take care of it and try to resolve this in a fashion that is good for her, good for Mr. Gangone, and good for Titan as a whole. But my apologize. We do not condone our athletes putting their hands on personnel that aren't built for the ring. We don't do that here. So that's again another powwow with the three wise men. And I'll update you on how that goes, hopefully by Savage Intentions.
Got you. Got
Where
you.
are my cigarettes?
I feel like we're gonna have to
This
try to get Marlon
y'all think this
a
is okay at
sponsorship
job?
here with
Like
these
this is not
cigarettes.
okay. Yeah, man. Newport, holler at your boy. Like, man, this is
Oh,
ridiculous. Billy said this was gonna be simple. This is not simple. Everybody here is fighting each other. Okay, people fighting each other. They don't even have no contact with. They arguing on social media. I don't know. It's a little much, but we're gonna get it solved. But it's a little much.
just a little. Just yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit. It's better than getting hands put on me, but my brain's getting beat up now. It's just okay. It's like pick
We
your
got
poison.
we got
But we're gonna
Casey
beat the
like it
odds.
in the chat here saying, We got Daniel
Oh, no.
Alexander saying, "Bro, Gma." There you go. We got Daniel Alexander, who we're about to talk about.
What a
But
match
there we
she
go.
had.
We got Andre Polino saying, "Poor Samira, she did nothing wrong. It got attacked by Psycho Gangone." Yeah, that was. But then we got Blocks commenting again saying, "So she doesn't need to be out there. She's trying to support her team."
That's
Come
coming
on,
from the guy,
Blocks.
man. He's the one that started the trend. What is he talking? Man, I'm emailing you very shortly. Chill out. You started this, Blocks. Dad's Day, I think it was. You put your hands on her. We had
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
man. Come on, man.
I also
Don't do
see
that, Blocks.
that
Don't
night
do
I
that.
might have agreed a little bit because she did get involved. This match, she did not get involved at
Still a
all. Her hand,
female, man. It's still a
I know,
female.
I know. I'm just saying. Sometimes if you do
Bruh, she's
provoke,
got family. She got brother. She probably has brothers. She has family members that know the Titan email too. Like I'm so over it.
we're
I'm
gonna
over it.
we're,
Like
we're
they
gonna
give me bad Google reviews. It's ridiculous.
not the Google review.
Yeah, man. People being petty.
We're gonna
I can't
continue.
finish a video. I can't. I'm trying to finish editing the video. Here we go. He put his hands on his daughter. We're taking care of it.
We're
Jesus.
gonna continue here, as it was the 2 out of 3 falls TCW Lightweight Championship match featuring the Man of the Year himself, Andre Polino, defending against the Energy himself, Daniel Alexander. And I gotta say, whew, what a match this was. Truly, both competitors bringing the best out of each other here for that lightweight championship. But again, certain
Top tier
things that
action there,
occurred in
boy.
that match. Such a great match, but the ending, I still feel. I think Andre, that call, because again, like I do as a journalist, I might have heard some things, and I heard him on the phone earlier in the night talking to a certain cousin of his that was not too fond of his cleaner tactics, if you will, and that we saw the influence
Oh, do
during the
tell.
match. I can't expose all my secrets
Do
because I don't
tell.
want. Again, I want to make sure I don't get attacked on
Here we
commentary.
go,
So
Stephen A.
I can talk
Here
to
we
you
go,
off the
Stephen
air.
A.
Hey, I'm
State your
making sure
source.
I got my sources, but I just can't say who my
You
sources
ain't gonna
are.
state it. I
But I'm just
respect it.
saying,
I respect it.
I heard certain
We ain't
things.
no snitches.
No,
We ain't no
definitely
snitches
not.
at
Definitely
Titan.
not.
I respect
But
it.
yeah, so seeing that though, and it reflected again, it proved dividends, like you said. It proved in the end, Andre Polino still TCW lightweight champion, but Daniel Alexander also being able to get a victory as well over Andre Polino. We saw the 1-1 at one point. It went to that sudden death style at the end at one apiece. But Andre Polino, wise enough to use referee's discretion, hugged the referee. He says, "Oh, he was just trying to get balance." I don't think so. I don't think that's what occurred there. I don't think the Titan Nation believes that's what occurred there either. What do you think, Marlon? Do you think it was just a trying to get a little bit of a balance there after a rough matchup that was happening, or are you seeing what I'm seeing? Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna stay HR on this, and I'm gonna say I can't argue the results.
Okay.
But my man Alexander, the young lion man, I hate to see him take any sort of L's ever. So I try not to get too swayed, but I can't argue that the results. You can't argue the results. And when you get that championship, you get that bigger payday, that bigger envelope. Man, I can't knock somebody for doing what it takes to keep it, because that's the way reality is. That's the way the real world works. Unfortunately, one of my boys was on the opposite end of it that night, so it is what it is. But I got a feeling with Alexander's focus, he'll be back in multiple title pictures in the future at Titan and in other promotions.
Gosh, and here we go. We got Antina in the chat here saying that that belt belongs to Daniel. It again, he did unfortunately lose it at one point,
Hey man,
even though he was not pinned. It wasn't a one-on-one situation, but hey, it
possession's
happens.
9/10 of the law. So I get your aunt, but Polino still got it.
No, he says it there. That belt belongs to me, the true champ. Andre Polino saying I'm untouchable in this division, and it's hard to disagree. This whole summer, he
That's a
has
little
defended
much.
it on multiple occasions. He's able to defeat a man that's not even in his division. He defeated Adonis Stone. We saw it at American Spirit. We saw at our previous event at Seaside Showdown. He defeated international star Pedro Pablo. So the results are showing. So
Hey,
Block saying here, I
can't knock
believe
it.
Paulino. Why would he lie? I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying the situation that occurred. Andre Polino saying the ref pushed. I did nothing wrong. Again, from my vantage point, from the commentary booth, maybe I was I had a little bit of a distance. So maybe I didn't see correctly. The monitor was a little dirty on Saturday. That might have been it. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just saying. Now you're not believing me, Marlon? Now you're questioning my judgment?
I'm just telling you, man. There's a lot of bullshit in wrestling. I don't buy none of it. That's why people hate me now. Y'all be lying your asses off. Yo, you be lying. Y'all be lying, man. But it's all good. It's all love, as a man
So
Doug say.
but here we go.
Shout
See,
out Lil West. Lil West just dropped his new songs going down. Download.
hey,
Random plug.
Hey, plug away, man. Plug away. We got Dan Alexander saying, though, I'm an honest man. Paul won, but the bounce back is real. Hey, that's what we love to see it, man. We
The
love to
comeback
see
is
it.
always real.
There we go.
And man, I was told that it's comeback season. Somebody told me that.
Hey, that's how it is. That's how it is. But that took us to our intermission. And it was one of those where usually you think, okay, after intermission, now the crowd's going to be maybe a little lighter. Now they start to relax. They're like coming back from getting a hot dog, getting a nice relaxation drink. But no, we came back and the crowd was still on fire.
Yeah,
and what a way
that
to
was
come
crazy
back.
too.
We come
All night.
into this matchup right here, another showcase with all-in-one Michael Fain and Tony Cini. And this was one on commentary. It felt like it was going to go in so many directions. This is one where I'm glad I don't do prediction shows because I did not know who was going to walk away victorious here.
Yeah.
Because it just kept going and going. But in the end, the streak continues for Michael Fain. He won at Seaside Showdown, so we know Michael Fain will be the final entrant in Mount Olympus. But he's proven
that's a big chip right there too, man. I'm telling you.
That's a good advantage though.
Probability shoots through the roof. Yeah. Yeah.
But
and Titans Atlanta, the Titans, the big boys. So definitely. I mean, it's not Mount Olympus ain't gonna be filled with a whole bunch of cruiserweights tossed around. So that number, whatever number it is, the last spot is very valuable. Very valuable.
Agreed. But when it comes to this, again, we talk about how great Michael Fain is. Again, Tony Cini, no slouch. But when it came to calling this match, I kept feeling like Harry was trying to tease something, kept saying certain things, and I'm like, okay. And then the match is over, and again, I'm left alone at the commentary desk. Again, Harry Kurjanian, that just dastardly human being that he is, decides to walk up to the ring and offers Michael Fain a spot. I mean,
dastardly? Why is he dastardly? Because he makes just wise business decisions. Why are people called dastardly?
Did you not see how he was talking to our lovely Titan Nation? That's an HR nightmare waiting to happen.
Hey, that guy was asking for it all show. I'm gonna be real with you. Now we love all you guys. We love all you guys at Titan Nation, and definitely please continue to buy your tickets. But this person was a little rowdy all night, and Harry isn't, hesitant with the lip game, with the talk game. If you're gonna talk, just don't talk against Harry. That's all. He talked against Harry. Harry, it's still America. You can defend yourself. You can defend yourself, vocally.
Okay, understood.
We don't want you to get physical at a Titan show, but the crowd is the energy, and Harry didn't like what he was saying. I'm just saying, all night dude was going crazy. And again, I want to just say this: it's not dastardly to make good business decisions. This is crazy.
My apologies. My apologies for my verbiage.
What is going on here?
I'm just saying what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some dastardly acts.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, but
I never hate the truth.
But when it came to that, though, when it came to now offering a spot now in his talent agency here. Now we have the real talent, Jack Martins, and Michael Fain accepting again the deal with the devil here, even though he's only asked for 10%. So
The
now
devil?
that
Come on, here we go again. His name is Harry, not Satan. Lucifer, none of that. It's Harry. This is a human being with great business mind that you keep burying.
I
The
am not
guy's
Barry. I am just
you know
saying what I am seeing here.
he
We're
is a
supposed to
human
be
being just like
broadcast
us.
journalists. We're supposed to be broadcast
That
journalists. We were
that
brought
shouldn't
into
stop you from
Titan
being
for
a
that.
businessman.
Oh, so now can I do that? Can I just go and start just getting talent, being like, hey, come join the Respect the Craft brand? Is that something I can do? No, I'm
Yeah.
told to be a broadcast journalist.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm just saying, because again,
Okay.
that's what
I
we're
get it.
brought.
See, this is where the HR conflicts with the business side of me, and the business is always going to win with me. So I get it. I don't feel like Harry was very he didn't interject himself in any mean by any means. Really, he's
Well,
just
no, okay, so I can give him that. He did not put his hands in any match. He didn't do anything to that degree.
no
I'm just
paperwork. I'm
going
happy.
with I'm just going with again mindsets though. I know how Harry is. I've known him for years. I know what he can do to certain talents' mindsets, and I don't want to see that. I want to see Titans do things the right way. That's all I'm saying.
Understood.
That's all
Yeah,
I'm
me too. Less paperwork. Yes, I agree with
saying.
that.
But as we continue here, again, unfortunately, as it goes in professional wrestling, uh Andre Polino saying, who has Harry's number, asking for a friend. Andre, you're making
Yeah,
too many
man.
phone calls. You're
Hey,
making
man.
too many phone calls.
Hey,
Like I
Andre, keep
said,
making make the right phone calls. I'm not mad at that, man. If he got a bag, go get it.
you know what, Andre? I'm gonna give you my number because we need to be in touch. We need to speak because we have to get you on
Now
Respect the
you
Craft
talking. Now you
because
talking.
we got to talk to you. We got to talk about some things. No. Again, I'm not trying to be like Harry. I'm not trying to ask for any money.
See,
I'm a
see how quick that
broadcast
turn.
journalist. I am a
See how
professional.
that quick that turn, y'all.
I'm just a professional. That is all. I am a
Yeah,
professional.
you're
See, Aunt
enterprise.
Tina agrees. Look at that. Harry's not good business. See, thank you, Tina. See, Aunt
Oh,
Tina agrees
Tina,
with me.
come on,
We gotta
Tina,
love.
what you
We
doing?
gotta love Aunt Tina there. Thank you, Aunt Tina. See,
Man, you
someone
got
at
me
least
feeling.
sees it.
Tina got me feeling Ikish. You're like, come on, man, what are you talking about? What
But
are you talking about? Business, Tina, business. Sing the song, Tina. Sing the song.
But as we're going here, like I said, unfortunately, card subject to change was a situation here when it came to the Goddesses of War championship. And that played a factor with this matchup right here. Unfortunately, Cosmic could not be there at Guerrilla Warfare. I still don't know. It's allegedly Amity LeVay might have done some things. She is known to do things in the past. We saw what
Come
she
on,
did at
man.
Seaside Showdown. We know that mess
Please.
that occurred with Tiffany Avatar, using that
No,
black
allegedly.
mist, blinding Tiffany Avatar. So we saw, though, Create a Pro standout, Natty Castle make her way. And what an impressive showing it was. An impressive showing that it was from Natty Castle, who at moments I thought we were going to see a new champion. We were this close of seeing a new Goddesses of War champion. And then again, the Devout used that numbers game to their advantage. And referee's discretion, he did not see, but I definitely saw my mentor, Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone, decide to possibly give her a push, if you will. Again, I'm saying allegedly, because like you said, until the footage is out there, it is just off what I saw. But I think everyone would agree, Dr. Sleep definitely interjected himself a bit.
Ray, man, you doing a lot of snitching, man.
I'm just,
You
this is
doing
what
a
this
lot of
show is
snitching.
about. I'm just trying to get your opinion on what happened on Saturday, get the
I'm
opinion
not
of
getting
those
in that.
watching.
No.
Uh,
Man. Anything with Devout is great. I don't want no smoke. Y'all have a great night.
wow.
No. You're not.
So
Y'all not tricking me.
you just
You're not
want
tricking
me
me.
to take all the heat with this scenario, with this situation
Yeah.
here.
I got emails for that. I tell people all the time I ain't gotta go back and forth with you. I send paperwork, man. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson.
I really hope Dr. Sleep doesn't watch this, and I know he will. That's the problem. Again, we are friends. He's my mentor, but I can't agree with everything he does, and that might come to bite me in the
It's fine.
yeah.
Everything's great that he does. Everything's great the group does.
See, I got to talk a lot more like Martin here. Like Marlon, we just gotta We gotta make things work. That's
Self-preservation is key.
see Andre Paulino saying it. Yo, I was there. That whole Gangone crew belongs behind bars. See, that's
I mean, nothing wrong with opinions. I take it.
Billy said. I appreciate you letting me know all this, Marlon. Please clock in bright and early in the morning. Thank you. See, you got a lot more paperwork to do, Marlon. See, sorry. You're welcome,
That's
boss
why I'm
man.
like,
Again,
bro,
this
you're
is
over
why,
here. It's because of you, man. You snitching.
hey, this is why
Man,
Billy
usually this.
brings me in as a journalist to report everything I see. This is what I do
Nah,
at the
man, you
commentary booth.
CIA. You CIA, man. You causing me more work. This is crazy. Man, you just keep. Usually, look, this is the thing, right? If you don't put it on the podcast, it
Yeah,
goes under the rug for like 3-4 weeks, gives me a break. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
get to chill out, play golf and shit. But nah, you just spill 85 different incident reports in one episode. And then you got Billy in the chat creeping, talking about, oh, I'll see you in the morning. I'm supposed to be there at 12 tomorrow. Like, that's bullshit.
My apologies. I hope that doesn't mean I'm gonna get a write up soon for
I
actions.
can't. I can't. You got to do something wrong. But if I could be on some petty shit, yes, you'd have about 6 of them.
See,
Like, this is
and I
crazy.
do nothing wrong. I stick to my job as a professional, as a broadcast
Detective.
journalist. You will see me at the commentary
Yeah.
booth.
Snitching.
Hey, before we get to again the great main event, where you can catch me next behind the commentary booth will be on October the 12th as we return to Hoboken to the Hoboken Elks Lodge Saturday, October the 12th with Savage Intentions. Tickets are on sale now at TitanChampionshipWrestling.com, but also as it was announced by our great GM himself, Steve Monster Mac, the date and location for Mount Olympus. All roads lead to Mount Olympus, and that will be live Saturday, November the 16th from St. Barbara Greek Orthodox Church. Get your tickets now as they are on sale as well at TitanChampionshipWrestling.com. Link to get your tickets for both events will be in the description down below. So there you go. Again, 2 stacked events, and those tickets are on sale, and they're going because people, the minute Mount Olympus, the
How
location
much are
date
the
were
tickets?
announced. So currently,
Yeah,
for
talk
Savage
about it.
Intentions, they're starting low. We're getting those low prices
Yes.
in, but for Mount Olympus,
Yeah, this
right
is crazy.
now, advanced tickets are starting at the low price of $10.
Bro,
Think about that. For Mount
man,
Olympus, one of the biggest events that Titan produces, where you will see the huge Mount Olympus matchup, and you get your tickets right now for $10. I know a
$10.
place where you can get a meal for $10 nowadays. Imagine a whole show.
I was against this. Okay. Kind of affects my Christmas bonus, but anything for Titan Nation. So go team.
There we go. You can see
$10.
how happy Marlon is about $10.
Not happy at that shit.
Hey,
Not happy
make sure
about that.
Marlon is happy, and make sure again you pack out that Orthodox venue right there. But as we get closer to those events, now we talk about it here. The main event of guerrilla warfare. Again, we talked about it. Titans going to war. And this matchup right here was truly that. It was war. As it was a Falls Count Anywhere match for the Funhouse Heavyweight Championship. It featured Big Jeff Noise with our good old pal SP Anderson going head to head. Excuse me. Jesus. You know what it is? It's just
You
because
been
of what
drinking?
happened after. It's because of what happened after. It's bringing something up because
Yeah.
we saw PJ Savage defend, but unfortunately, these two really brought everything and the kitchen sink almost literally in this matchup because we saw just fan involvement. We saw
Yeah, we gotta
wrenches.
cut back on that.
We
Yeah,
saw
wrenches I would rather not see either.
just
Go
so
ahead, keep
much
going. What
just
else?
savagery.
Go ahead and name them down. I'm writing it down. Go ahead. Wrenches.
We saw wrenches. We saw
All
fan
right.
involvement, few chops
Okay.
in there. I just saw some videos on TikTok. Fans got involved, so I don't know if that's an HR issue waiting to happen. I don't know.
What wrestler let the fans get involved? Would you know that?
So I don't want to snitch on everybody now. Can't snitch on
Oh,
everybody.
only the people you don't fuck with. Convenient. Well, I need those names.
Well, again, off the
I'll take
air, I
all
will
the
give
free.
you all the names.
I cannot believe that. This is easy. See, the police got the easiest job. Cool. Hit me up after the show. Okay, I
But
like this. Job's getting easier.
but what the ending again of this hellacious war here? We saw, unfortunately, good old SP deciding to get himself involved, and he got the brunt of a savage spear that I think took him out of his boots. Poor
That's
SP.
why he's been calling.
Yeah,
That's what that number is. Wow,
he might have been broken in half, unfortunately, on Saturday.
bro.
Yeah.
He called the venue 62 times. As if I'm at the venue after the show's there. 62 times. Left
Oh,
emails, voicemails, everything.
look at this. Andre Polino now snitching a bit too. Yo, I was also watching the main event too. That Jocko guy also belongs behind bars. We're gonna talk about that because yeah, there's some more things we have to report. Yeah. Oh no, Billy not too happy here. Wrenches, fans, but he's not too happy with you. Yeah, you're gonna be there early in the morning, Marlon. Just start getting the coffee ready. Just
Well, thanks, Ray. I appreciate it. This is a great opportunity. Can't wait to do it again.
my sincerest apology.
The fuck is going on around this bitch?
But like I said, that was the start of what the chaos ensued. We then saw PJ Savage decide one more time to amp up for a spear that landed into a pile of our Titans. Because they were stopping Jeff Noyes. Jeff Noyes was trying to, I want to say, finish is the best way I could say our Funhouse and TCW champion, because I don't want to say the other word because that might, YouTube's not too fond of the unalived word. So we'll say he was trying to finish him off in the top rope. But our tight
What's going on here?
not like that, Martin. I'm trying to
HR violation for real. Like, what's going on?
Marlon, we're trying to use the words that YouTube likes here because we don't want the stream to go down fully.
That's true.
So, but with that being said, the Titans were still out there. They were trying to make sure the situation was handled, and a Titan-sized spear where we saw many Titans fall like bowling ball pins on the outside. So, yeah. But that wasn't it. Jeff Noyes still kicking out of that. And from the commentary desk, I'm just like, what is going to happen? How are we going to put an end to this match? And PJ Savage gets the idea of putting the wrench in his knee pad, loading it up, and hitting one more savage knee on Jeff Noyes for the 1, 2, 3. And that could have been it. I started saying our goodbyes. I thought we were done for the night. We were getting ready for Savage Intentions.
Everything was great.
I thought that was it.
Perfect.
And then the greatest dance showman, Jocko, came back out from behind and hit PJ Savage with a belt. And we thought, okay, now he's making things clear. I guess he has accepted the challenge. PJ Savage, Jocko will be facing off at Savage Intentions. And then it continued. And he went to the commentary table and decided to disconnect one of our monitors and use that as well.
Yeah, I'm sending you a bill for that too, bro. This is getting crazy. Yeah, I'm talking to Billy. Come on, man. Busting people in the face with LG screens. What are we doing?
We needed that monitor. We were trying to see what was happening, but nope. Monitor was used. PJ Savage, I believe, even getting unfortunately cut with the monitor because of, again, it's a monitor, it's a screen. And then Jocko says he will only accept if Jay Outcast is the special guest referee.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be a headache.
So I don't know if it's official. We have not heard word yet from TCW officials. It's all speculation at this point. But I believe, I guess, what it's looking like at Savage Intentions, it will be TCW championship on the line. PJ Savage defending against the greatest damn showman, Jocko, with special guest referee Jay Outcast.
Maybe.
And I hate to see it, man. I hate to damn
Maybe.
see it.
If he's not fucking suspended first. That's crazy.
I hate to see this, man. I hate to see a family affair to this nature here, to see these three that, again, went up and down the roads together, have done everything together, and to see that scene at the end of Guerrilla Warfare. I know we said, we promoted it for weeks, for months. We were saying the Titans were going to war. This is not what I expected, Marlon. This is not what I expected.
I mean, we want him to go to war, but within the matchups. Like, all y'all breaking off, doing whatever you want to do, that is a non-negotiable. But we appreciate every Titan that comes through the doors, but we gotta have controlled chaos. What happened at Guerrilla Warfare was not controlled.
No,
at all.
Not at all. This was
Everybody just spider webbing bullshit together. I don't understand. And then, never mind. Y'all get on the phone with Billy then. If y'all want to go off script, and y'all get on the phone with Billy and explain the shit. I'm tired of explaining this shit. Because I can explain illogical shit. That's illogical.
Hey, like I said, I stay in my position. I am a professional at my job. I stick to the commentary desk. That is it. So, yeah. But
that's what we all should be doing.
Like I said, this is just the beginning as we are on the road now to our next event, October the 12th, right there for Savage Intentions. And then it all culminates on November the 16th with Mount Olympus. Get your tickets now for both of these great events as they're both available right now. But Marlon, before we start wrapping this up, I have to bring these up because you showed the merch. You got the hat right there. We got to talk about these two great brands that you represent in this right here with Blueprint Wrestling Network and Beating the Odds right there. Talk to us about that, man. What is these two great fixtures right here, and talk us to it, how we can get into and find out all about that.
Blueprint Wrestling Network. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just search Blueprint without an E, BLUPRINT, Blueprint Wrestling Network. We cover multiple promotions throughout the United States and looking at a couple abroad when the funding is approved for that. But what I really want to talk about, Beating the Odds, it's just a brand. It's not really a brand though. It's more of a lifestyle. Trying to do better for the next person. Try to overcome the issues you have for yourself. And everyone has their own story. And we ask Titan Nation, what's yours? If you have a story where you overcame something as little, as small as you might think it'd be, let us know. Shoot it over to the Titan Championship Wrestling page, maybe the Messenger, and maybe we'll feature you on the Beating the Odds page. But it's just about helping each other out, being a little bit more 100% with everybody, cutting back on the business manipulation and just doing good business. It's a lot easier that way. But mainly helping your fellow man. Treat people like you want to be treated. And give me money whenever possible.
That also works. That also works. Are
Shout
you
out
also asking for 10%? Is that what it is?
No, I'm higher than 10%. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm way higher than 10%. But you know what it is. Way higher than 10%. Corner boys with the corner office. But we respect all the brands, man. Harry, I love what he's doing, but I need more than 10%.
There you go.
Shout out to Block's first athlete, BTO ambassador. Shout out to Stu. That's the president, the owner, the CEO. Shout out to Maserati Mark, Coop, Sunni Savage. These are some artists that are coming out. 5 Stairs, rock band down in Dallas. Y'all will see soon, possibly with some Titan themes coming out. A lot of great stuff going on. Yeah.
Got you. There you go. But Marlon, before I let you go as well, I have to ask you the final question now that I ask everyone that comes on before I let you go back to The stack of paperwork now, unfortunately, because of this interview. My apologies once
Yeah,
again.
shoot me over that list. Yeah, I
But
need to. Yeah, this should be called the Snitch Podcast because you just looked out heavy. I got all sorts of paperwork now.
my phone is
Hit me
vibrating,
afterwards.
so I'm definitely not in any good graces after this interview.
If I get blocked, I know what it is.
But before I let you go, I have to ask you now the final question for Marlon. What is the end goal, brother?
End goal is to get somebody signed from the independent scene, whether it be pro wrestling, hip hop, whatever, music. Um, yeah, get somebody signed and make some money and have some really fun times and pushing Titan to another level, pushing pro wrestling to another level, and just bring maybe people back to the brotherhood instead of it being a hashtag. Maybe we can actually act like it and not wait for people to die to pretend like we love each other.
Love it. Got you. Here we go. We got my boy D Rogue in the chat says, put some West Coast folk on them shows. Hey, D Rogue, once you're ready to put those
I
boots
like
back
it.
on, man, make your way down. Make your way down because the Titan Nation will love to have you. But we got Billy saying, hey, I have someone to answer to. Wait, what?
Oh no.
Billy, we're gonna have a talk on here very soon because who are you answering to? I thought you were the one that signs my. You know what? We're gonna end it on that because I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
get
Go
any
ahead.
more in trouble.
Billy done said
Than
too much. What are you
yeah,
talking about?
I'm not trying to get in trouble anymore. We're gonna
Cut
remind
all that out.
everyone if they haven't already, make sure you are following Marlon on all of his social media right there. The links will also be in the description down below, but also make sure you are following TCW on all their social media right there. Titan Championship Wrestling on Instagram, at Titan Champions 1 on X. Make sure you get your tickets by following the link as well in the description down below. Marlon, thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you
Yes,
again.
sir.
We definitely will do this very soon as we get back to the road to Savage Intentions and Mount Olympus. And to everyone that is watching, thank you so much. And as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, everyone.